ghosting, mixed signals, and endless texting. Bro, at what point did dating become this draining?
Dating is fucking exhausting.
It's literally exhausting dealing with women. You get to an age, yo, where you're like, yo, I just don't have the energy.
I got a confession. I have officially taken husband out of my prayers. I am sick and tired of the husbandhood.
You know, guys, I truly don't think that dating isn't supposed to feel like this, okay? But for a lot of people right now, it just does. It feels draining, confusing, frustrating. And after a while, dog, it really starts to feel like more effort than what it's truly worth. And what has changed throughout all this? Because it's not that people suddenly just stopped wanting relationships, right? If anything, people want more connection than ever, honestly. But the way that we're trying to find it, I truly don't think that this is the way that it's supposed to go. And that's where things truly start to break down. Think about how dating works now, okay? You're meeting people through apps, texting constantly, trying to keep conversations interesting, trying to stand out from everyone else that may be in their DMs, and you're trying to read signals that aren't really always clear. It's not just dating either, it's like you're performing. And that performance takes a lot of energy, a lot of it, because every interaction feels like it has pressure behind it. You say the right thing, don't say too much, don't come off too interested, and don't come off too distant. It's so exhausting because you're just trying to find the right balance throughout all this. And then there's the emotional side of it. You got ghosting, mixed signals, and conversations that fade out for literally no reason. Even if you don't take it personally, it all adds up anyway, because your brain starts to associate dating with uncertainty and disappointment, which will then make you have your guard up like all the time. Your effort becomes more cautious and connection becomes harder to find. Then you add in the illusion of options as well. Dating apps make it feel like there's always someone better one swipe away. So people will then hesitate to invest. They will then keep their options open. They will stay 1 foot in, 1 foot out of that relationship. And then when everyone is doing that, no one is really building anything real anymore. So now you just got this cycle of things. People want this connection, but the way that dating is set up makes it that real connection is harder to create. And over time, that gap will honestly become more exhausting because you're putting in the effort without getting the outcome that you actually want. And that's where people really start to burn out. Not because they don't care, but because they care, but it keeps on not working anymore. So they then just pull back, honestly. They take breaks, they start saying things like, oh, I'm done with dating for now and all that stuff. Not permanently, but long enough to recover from how draining that it has become. And it's not always as simple as trying harder either, because the problem isn't just effort, it's how the entire process is structured. Less performance, more presence, less chasing perfection, and more clarity about what actually matters at the end of it. Because at the end of the day, guys, most people aren't really exhausted by dating itself. I think we really want to enjoy dating, but we're exhausted by how complicated it has become. And once you understand that difference, you can start approaching it in a way that actually feels suitable instead of something that you constantly need a break from.
Dating is fucking exhausting. You meet someone, you make small talk, you ask them on a date, you get to know them on this date if they show up, you have a great time, or you don't. You let them know that you had a great time after, and they will too, or they won't. But if they do, you keep the conversation going until they don't respond and fucking ghost you, so you part ways. And then you start all over again. Bye-bye, ta-da.
What part of dating is exhausting to men? Is it the emotional aspect of dating? Is it the physical aspect of dating? What's so tiring about it for men? I was exhausted with dating, and then I started working on myself and exhaustively. I know what I'm looking for, and I know what I'm worth. Obviously, no one's perfect. We all have work to do. But I guess I just really want to understand, are men exhausted with women, or are they exhausted with themselves?
It's literally exhausting
Yeah.
dealing with women. Like, it's some. I think, that's what you get to an age, where you're like, I just don't have the energy to like pretend. There's a lot of pretending going on.
For sure, bro. It's like, it's like you have to kind of be this person, right? That you kind of have to be this person that she expects you to be, for one, right? Then secondly, you have to like be tolerable of the bullshit that she comes with. Because God forbid you have an issue
Bro,
with
one
anything
time I
she says.
slipped up,
Right.
I was out with this chick, right? And I was like, the only reason I put up with half your shit is because you're pretty.
Yeah.
She was like appalled.
But
And then I bitched out. I'm like, I'm joking. I saw the pussy leaving her. I saw it. I'm like, as soon as I said it, she was like, 'cause she thought she was like a great person.
Yeah. Bro, every girl thinks that they're a good person because they don't cheat. I said it's like,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's why dating in 2023 is so hard. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. Small talk, exhausting. Not intellectual conversation, exhausting. Figuring out everybody's new hobbies, passions, likes, dislikes, exhausting. People going back to toxic exes. People going back to flings, situationships, exhausting. Comparing yourself to other people on dating sites, social media, in person, exhausting. People not healing and just jumping from relationship to relationship and not fully healing themselves and looking to fill their void in other people, exhausting. Dating is just exhausting. And I don't want to sound bitter. And I don't want to sound like that guy. But my goodness, please let it get better.
I got a confession. I have officially taken husband out of my prayers. I am sick and tired of the husband hunt. Yes, I'm in my early 30s, and yes, I was praying for a husband. I was praying to God every day. Like, God, I want that. I want that. I want a healthy, happy marriage. I want to build a family with somebody. Like, I was praying for that. But all in all, I'm going to just say this. Dating has become exhausting for me. I don't want to do it. I'm tired of meeting people and then finding out like just things about them, and I'm just like, you know what, you're not it. So I guess I'm exhausted with dating. I'm just exhausted, period. And I just feel like I do get lonely when I'm not dating or when I'm not pursuing people. I be like, oh, I want somebody. But all in all, I never be stressed. So I just decided that whatever happens, happens. And if I be 40 with dogs, shoot, maybe I'll get into cats. I don't know. That's just where I'm at with it. I'm just tired. I'm a little bit exhausted. I don't even feel like dating. I don't feel like thinking about if I'm gonna find a husband. And I'm just okay with just, God, send me the money. God, please make me successful. God, please keep me healthy. And God, bring healthy relationships overall in my life. We just gonna take a break from the husband. We just gonna take a break from that hunt.
There is a pandemic in dating right now, and people are not talking about it enough. Dating isn't broken in just one city or in one community. It's not men are the problem or women are the problem. It's bigger, it's cultural, and it's the patterns that people are repeating. I feel like we're in the half-interest era. We're in a pandemic where people are kind of seeing each other, kind of talking, and keeping it casual, whatever that means. Yet everyone is craving intimacy and deep emotional connection. Another virus? Unhealed people wanting healed relationships. Everyone wants emotional safety, but very few know how to offer it. And then you add in ghosting, breadcrumbing, avoidance, and you just get a generation of people who are scared of honest communication. I think the thing is right now is there's too many options and there's too much access. You're not just dating one person anymore, you're competing with the entire digital universe. And when things get hard, people just distract, replace, or swipe again. Nothing gets built and everything feels temporary. Masculine energy is retreating and women are exhausted and men are disconnected. No one feels safe because no one is balanced. People want love, real grounded love, but they've forgotten how to build it, protect it, keep it. I don't think dating necessarily is dying. I think our emotional skills are dying. And I just want to know what dating would feel like if we actually showed up for it and didn't fear it. I know for me personally, I have such a guard up and I go into every date just expecting it to be casual or for them to say that they don't want a second date. People are just so disconnected to their emotions these days, and honestly, it's devastating.
Bro, am I the only one that feel like I'm ready for my person? Like I'm ready to pour into a motherfucker. Like I'm ready for that long lasting shit. I'm ready for marriage. I'm ready for kids and all that shit. But I just can't do this dating shit no more. So I don't think it's gonna happen for me. Like this shit is so repetitive and tedious. Like, what's your favorite color? Oh, what do you like to do? Oh, what do you do for work? Oh, your family. It's so tedious. I don't have the energy to keep going through this with different fucking people every time. And I feel like it's worse for men because we got to do courting. Like everybody we meet, we got to take them out on dates and spend money to see if we like them. Then if we don't like them, we just got to keep spending money on different dates and doing different shit with different motherfuckers till we find somebody we like. My ass don't leave the house. I go to the gym. I go to the grocery store. I'm back in the crib. I'm a fucking hermit. So I feel like I'm just cooked. Then I feel like when I meet my person, I hope I don't fumble because I'm so tired of dating. I put less and less energy into it. So I hope when I do meet her and when she do come along that I got the energy for it. Because right now how the dating scene is, it just took all my fucking energy. I'm fucking done with this shit. And then it don't help. I'm the type of person, if I know I like you, if I know I could be with you, I be trying to just skip the dating phase and I just be going, I want to go straight to delusion. I want to go straight to going to the crib. Motherfucker, we chilling. You come to my crib, we chilling. We watch it. Well, we in a fucking relationship at this point. All this, good morning and how are you? Well, let's set up a million dates before. No, I don't be wanting to do this shit. Is that just me? Am I tripping?
I am burnt the fuck out on dating apps, and the reason for it is I just feel like everybody is so lustful, and I feel like lustful people in general just are a waste of time. And the reason I say that is because you don't have a sense of discipline when it comes to like figuring out what you want in relationships. It says to me that you're immature. It says to me that if I put time and energy into you, I have to be okay with throwing that away. And it's an immediate ick for me. I don't know. And I feel like it's so common. And I hate that. I hate it. Because to me, I would much rather give one person a really good amount of time and attention and really see if there's a connection there. And if there's not, you know what? No harm, no foul. There's nothing there. But at least, like, I gave it a good shot. And I feel like so many people are just like, oh, well, let's fuck and then see, like, where it goes. And I'm like, I can't do that. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to share myself with everybody. I don't want to share my energy and my soul and things that I care about with somebody who doesn't care. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a lover girl stuck in an era of dating that sucks. But do y'all have that problem? I don't know. Tell me. Have a great day, y'all.
Why y'all don't ever talk about how exhausting dating is? For all my single people, for you people that's in happy, healthy relationships, good for you. Cook your small parade. But nah, it's like, bro, here we are again, asking the same questions, the same first dates, the same cycle, bro. I'm sick of it. I just wish it was a way that, like, when you see somebody you're interested in, it's a screen that pops up and it automatically tells you, like, their red flags, their green flags, what they're good at, what they're bad at, this, and that. But before we get kind of deep into it, and now I realize I don't fucking like you. We kind of don't have things in common, and you kind of lied about some shit, because I feel like you said what you had to say to get me, and now that I'm here, I'm realizing you're not what I'm looking for. And now I have to start over. I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's exhausting me. I'm just ready to jump into that and, be happy. And, just like the rest of you in relationship folks out there.
Yo, look, dating in the U.S. isn't just hard, it's exhausting. And it's not because there aren't good men, and it's not because there aren't good women. It's because everybody's tired. Men are tired of being rejected, judged, and feeling like they have to prove themselves before they even say hello. So what do? They pull back. They hesitate. They stop approaching. And then on the other side, women are tired too. Tired of games, tired of inconsistent guys, tired of feeling like they're wasting their time. So what do? They get guarded. They get cold. They test everything. Now look what happens. Men stop approaching. Women stop being open. Men lead with money. Women lead with attitude. And nobody is relaxed. Nobody is just human. And that's why it feels so draining. But here's the part people don't talk about. It doesn't fix itself. It changes when you change how you show up. Less games, less ego, more real conversation. If you meet someone, just be normal. Talk, laugh, be present. Stop trying to impress and start trying to connect. That's where it starts.
How am I feeling about dating? I am feeling so fatigued of the concept of men having so many options. I think women have always had options. Like men would prove themselves and we would get to choose. And now men are doing that. And we're sitting here being like, we've had options all of our lives. So like, we kind of know when we want something. Our bodies are still like, oh, it's time to put a baby in. And the men are like, well, let me see who else I can match with. And it is seriously, like, I am so tired. And every girl I talk to is just so tired. We're like almost 30. Like, this shit is crazy. I just wanted to come on here to say I'm also fatigued. Just be hot.
I just came back from the gym, and while I was on the Stairmaster, I had a wonderful epiphany about myself when it comes to where I'm at with dating right now. And I realized I don't have the energy to. Not that I'm saying I'm something that the dating market is going to miss or anything like that. That's not what I'm trying to imply. It's just that I really don't have the energy to plan anything or to be intentional at the moment. And I think more people need to recognize that, especially when we're in a time period now where dating in general and having a genuine connection with somebody is extremely difficult, and it gets emotionally draining and exhausting. And when you realize you're exhausted of it, and as a man, when you don't have the energy to plan anything, show up for somebody, be intentional, or give an optimistic or, a potentially good woman a fair chance at something, you need to remove yourself from the situation. And because dating has been disappointing and exhausting, especially where I live, I just don't really need to be out there right now until I can put my best foot forward. I don't feel like using discernment for somebody's, daughter who is an avoidant. I don't feel like being, somebody's, hey, can we meet up? But there's no actual desire to once I throw a date out there. I don't feel like planning a date. You can there's only so many dates you can do. I understand there's a lot of different dates you can do, but I'm sorry, not everybody's daughter deserves a candle making class. Some of you women out there are trifling. I'm just saying, that's just what it is. And that is just up to myself and a lot of us other guys out here to properly use discernment for who deserves those types of dates or treatment, or to even be in a situation to where you're even going to take that next step with a woman. And that's just on me. I take full responsibility for the fact that I have not had the best discernment in the past when it came to vetting women properly. And I wasn't perfect in every situation. Also, in the past, my communication sucked in different situations. And honestly, when you take a step back from everything and you are being internal, you're just focusing on other things, you just kind of realize if you don't have the energy for it, you just don't need to be out there. Because I do believe for everyone who is out there actively in the dating pool looking for their person, they deserve to come in contact with people who are going to be genuine and intentional. I have been those things for many women who we just weren't compatible, or they just didn't deserve it. And I mean, both things can be true, or one thing can be true at any given moment. It's just tiring, like I said, not everybody needs to have the most intentional, romantic version of you. But if you're not capable of being out there and ready to give that, then just don't be out there, because you're just kind of standing in the way of people that are looking for that from a person. And people are out there really trying to look for their person. I feel like if a lot of people, both men and women, realize that they don't have the capacity to show up for somebody who is willing to show up for them, then remove yourself from the situation. Go work on your business if that's where your mind is, or drive yourself towards, improving at your job or working towards that promotion. There's other aspects of your life probably right now that could use more attention. Maybe some of you just need to give more attention towards your finances and saving money, because dates aren't cheap. And they can be, but you're really trying to be intentional. Sometimes those funds can be used towards maybe saving up for that house, or paying off a car, or eliminating other debts that are just going to impede you once you get out there and you're seeing somebody intentionally, or you're trying to date and vet people to just see who the right person is. And I was on that Stairmaster thinking to myself, I don't have the energy, like I said, for somebody's avoidant daughter. I just don't. It's not in me at the moment, and that's okay. I realize it can get difficult for people when you hear, oh, you're going to be with somebody one day, or your person is out there, or they come when you're least expecting it. Maybe that's true. Maybe it's not. When you're single, you're not really trying to hear that. So, I think just do what's best for you and give your energy towards the things that you genuinely have the capacity to give your energy and the best possible version of yourself. Not even the best possible version of yourself, the most authentic version of yourself towards. I'm just rambling, but these are just my thoughts. Dating is exhausting. I'm out of it until I'm back in it.